So I am here with Brian Smith and Jackie Kuskuna, and these guys are married, and they have a company called Ample Hills Creamery, and they make the most delicious ice cream, as I can now personally attest to.
Thank you.
So I thought, what if we made like a coffee chocolate base ice cream with a little whiskey, and then like add maybe some pretzels, some chocolate covered pretzels, some chocolate covered nuts. We'll see, right? We're going to take it one step at a time. Yeah. Shall we start?
Yes.
Because here's the thing, wait a minute. Brian's the ice cream master, right?
He's
You're
the
the business mistress.
Yes.
He's the ice cream master. Now wait a second, because I recognize most of these things. Mm-hmm. What's that though, and what's that? Those are the only two things I don't recognize.
Well, this is skim milk powder. So, skim milk powder is one of the critical key secret ingredients to good ice cream. And what it is it's all of the milk solids without the milk water.
So skim milk powder, and can you get that at a drugstore?
I don't know about a drugstore, but a good grocery store.
And what's that?
This is called glucose. It's a liquid sugar. Basically, it's a liquid form of the sugar cane. It doesn't really have much flavor. It's just sweet, but what you're doing is you're removing some of the actual sugar.
And adding this kind of...
Yes, and what that liquid does is it gives the ice cream more body,
some kind
more
of
texture.
body.
Exactly.
Okay.
This is a no-cook recipe. So because we have no eggs, we don't have to cook the base. And what we're going to do is use this blender to basically puree all of these things together and get all of them together. So the very first thing is we're going to put in our milk.
So now you just put in like 3 1/4 cups of milk.
That's basically right.
3 1/4 cups of milk.
And now what we're going to do is start to add our other ingredients. So if you want to add the sugar. This is regular white sugar. And then we also add, because it's chocolate ice cream, some dark brown sugar.
Right, that is the darkest brown sugar I've ever seen in my life.
And I really recommend going for like wholesome sweeteners, dark brown sugar, not just your regular Domino, because it has more of the flavor of the caramel.
Where do you get it, darling? What drugstore do you get it?
Do you do your shopping at Twain Reed?
I don't know. I do my shopping at like 7-Eleven late at night.
You have to smell this. This is extra brewed cocoa powder. So it's really rich cocoa powder. You don't want to use like some cheap cocoa powder. This is going to be as good as the quality of the
Dutch process?
Yes.
Okay, just asking. I don't know the difference.
What does that mean?
Darling, I don't know. It's just a word on a container.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. And so then here's the skim milk powder that we talked about. A little bit of salt.
Just a tiny bit of salt. Always. This is
glucose. So this is the stickiest thing.
I got it right here. Can I use the same spatula I used for the chocolate?
Absolutely. So you just gotta get all that.
That is like almost a solid.
It's like, it's 20 times stickier than like corn syrup. All right, now in order to make this, to add a little bit of coffee flavor to our chocolate ice cream, this is a coffee, a concentrated coffee syrup or extract. You can add 2 tablespoons of that. So then the whiskey, all right?
Okay.
Now, everything's in there except for the heavy cream, which we're not going to put into the blender right now because we don't want to blend heavy cream as much as to avoid it as much as possible, because it has the tendency to turn into butter.
This is a lot from my sad little blender, I'm just telling you. Okay,
that's good. And so we're just going to really give it a good blend, make sure that all the sugar gets dissolved, all the cocoa powder gets dissolved. I think we're good.
I have to say, it's a beautiful consistency, right?
Yeah.
It's like quite...
All right, I think we're going to be okay.
Oh.
Well, do you have a little whisk?
We sure do.
And then I need to add another 1.25 cups here.
Now there's a beautiful color.
That's gorgeous.
That's starting to be a beautiful color, yes.
See, this is where I come in when I taste it. That's my role.
But let's see if we want to add any more whiskey, if we want to add any more coffee flavor. See what you think of just the general flavor.
Delicious.
It's really good.
I get the whiskey.
Do you?
I think you could add a little more. No?
I think you need a little more whiskey.
Me too.
So the challenge with adding alcohol to ice cream,
know.
as you know, is alcohol doesn't freeze,
know.
which is a wonderful thing on the one hand because, again, it helps with the texture, but it also will, if you add too much alcohol, then you'll never get your ice cream to set up
Right.
properly.
Well, we
So
only have 2 tablespoons, and like
yeah,
what?
we have 2
That's like a
tablespoons.
gallon.
So yeah, there's 4 tablespoons in here now.
Oh, there is?
And so we're gonna add another. Let's add another tablespoon.
Go ahead. I got that.
Yeah,
I got it.
There's like a little
got it.
burn.
It's
yeah.
a little bit of
I got
a.
it now.
That's
Well, where
good.
do we go now? Does that
All
go in the
right,
ice
so,
cream maker?
Yes, and so we've got your ice cream maker over here, which is a commercial compressor one that's going to freeze that, and this is our hand cranked old-fashioned ice cream maker that you use ice and rock salt
And salt.
and
And you
we do
churn,
that,
churn,
and we
churn,
churn. So we're gonna do them both and just sort of see whose ice cream comes out first.
Really?
Yeah, you got that.
You can do it. Go on. You're a big guy. See,
Here's
so
the
we can-
lid.
Oh no. Oh wait, no. You go like that. 20 minutes I'm going to give it, right?
Yeah.
20 minutes, you think?
And this one we need the bag of ice from the freezer. If you want to grab that.
So now you're pouring this from the bowl into the ice cream cylinder, right? Is
Yeah.
that what you call that? The ice cream
Yes,
cylinder?
exactly. And so this ice cream maker is basically the same exact design as this woman, Nancy Johnson, invented in the 1840s. And
1840s.
Yeah,
Nancy
she-
Johnson.
Yep, and we owe a great debt of gratitude to her because the concept of that ice cream maker is basically the same
Same
with
thing,
a
it's just
dasher blade.
electric.
It just has a compressor. Basically, the rock salt, even though it melts the ice,
It makes it
obviously you
colder.
throw. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
We're gonna. Oh no, those ice cubes are too big.
What about these? Are these smaller? Like more? Because look, they're like slit.
Oh, yeah.
See what I mean?
There we go. Isaac's ice
sorry,
cubes are the
darling.
right
All
size.
right. So
You can see how messy this is. It's
Right.
a lot messier than your machine.
Well, you're kind of a messy cook. I have to say,
he's
you are
such a
messy.
slob, Isaac.
He's a little messy, I gotta tell you.
Like very messy.
And then as it melts down, we'll
Yes,
add
okay,
more.
fine.
Fun thing about this kind of ice cream maker, unlike your fancy one, is that
Right.
this generates community because you're like, okay, you do it, I'll do it, we take turns.
Yeah.
People gather around.
Yes.
Everybody who wants to eat the ice cream has to take a turn cranking.
It's like, like Andy Griffith and I'm Aunt B and you're Opie or something.
There you
That's the
go.
three of us are making the
Yeah.
ice cream.
Oh, you want to give it a try?
Sure.
Okay.
But
You
let me
gotta
see.
hold-
Have I ever cranked anything in my life? Oh wow, this is so much fun. Oh, I'm having so much fun at making ice cream with a crank. I mean, come on, really? Yes. I'm sorry. I just couldn't resist that. But it is kind of fun.
It is fun.
And it is how many points in Weight Watchers do you
There
think?
you go.
Exactly.
Right? This is counted
There's
to some
activity.
negative
Yeah.
points.
Burning
Because,
calories.
right.
And we also have at a couple of our Ample Hill shops ice cream bicycles.
Do you?
So so you get on the bike and you pedal and you churn the ice cream.
I didn't say I would do this forever,
All right,
man. You
all
go
right.
on. You take over, because I'm not doing that.
Yeah, so we do this for about 15 or 20 minutes as
15
well.
or 20 minutes, the same
We'll
thing.
see. We'll see which ice cream comes out.
First,
So now you're using your opposite hand. You're
Yeah.
getting more.
Yeah. You
So
have
how
to-
much fun is it now, Brian?
It's so much fun.
Is it? How much community are you creating now, darling? Sorry.
So what are some of the flavors of ice cream you've made at home?
I make a few delicious things. I make this lemon candy ice cream, which is so divine. Then I make this other one, which I made up for my social media, which is just kind of vanilla ice cream base with sour cherry, like dried sour cherries that have been reconstituted in rum.
oh, nice.
And or tequila, you have your choice. Delicious, and chocolate. And then the other thing I told you is this really delicious strawberry balsamic vinegar.
Oh, right, yeah.
Delicious.
Oh, you want some of this community?
Once I made a
Oh, right.
spicy fig. Once I made a spicy fig ice cream that was delicious, like dried figs.
Figs.
And I forgot I reconstituted them in something, and then I added like some kind of a spicy chili, and it was delicious. Really, really good.
We did a Moroccan flavor once. Remember that? It was like a fig ice cream with like fresh mint.
Oh yeah.
That was good. That was good. But it was difficult to get that fig flavor.
Oh my God, you just said something.
What?
Darling, what about if you made like ice cream with like couscous or something in it? Like a pasta kind of, like a pasta kind of?
That's
Shut up.
interesting.
That's
oh no, well, you know, we
interesting.
did make, remember that time we made
Oh,
carbonara?
Yes, we did.
Oh, you guys are
We did.
really obsessed.
We did a
That's
carbonara ice cream.
crazy.
Where we
Yeah.
did. This ice cream is now done.
What?
Okay, well this is, wait a minute, this
It's
is
very
almost
close,
done.
yeah, that's
It's
what-
almost at 0.
It's almost.
So I'm going to open this up and we
Well,
can.
the other thing that's really good about this is when you, the mix-ins, darling, the mix-ins, you just
Oh, you're
put
going
them
to
in.
put them in there and
You
it,
just put them in and it goes,
that is nice.
exactly, as opposed to,
Well, we're gonna need another bowl, right?
Yes,
for
we are
this?
gonna need
see,
some
you're gonna need
bowl.
another bowl, just saying.
Do you want to see what this looks like?
Yes,
This
I
is
do.
so exciting. Look at how gorgeous that ice
Beautiful. I want to taste it. Wow, I have to say the texture is gorgeous.
cream is. Isn't that beautiful? I'm very excited.
All right, this is almost done. There, it's done. And I think yours is a better consistency, frankly. Not that we're comparing, but we
Right.
are.
So we have here the chocolate-covered pretzels and chocolate-covered peanuts.
But listen, darlings, I'm going to keep this churning because,
Do you want to
Is
throw
it-
in another tablespoon of whiskey into there? Just let it mix in?
yeah,
Why not?
sure. And we could put the mix-ins in.
You can do that now.
He's doing it, so why can't I do it?
Yeah, you're gonna do it.
Can you put too many mix-ins in?
No, definitely. not.
Right?
No,
You sort of
never.
can't.
No, you can't.
Look, see, he's fussing and fussing and fussing.
Yeah.
All right, good for you. It's really good with the more whiskey. Check it out.
Oh wow,
It's really good with the whiskey, right?
that was so good.
I know.
I love the whiskey. I
Me too.
love it.
That is good.
I really love the peanuts and the pretzels.
Where did you get the peanuts? What are they?
These are chocolate-covered peanuts.
drugstore,
from
just-
The drugstore. Dwayne Reed, where we do all our shopping.
Exactly, Dwayne Reed. It's delicious.
This is good, but just that little extra
little bit of-
whiskey took it over
Yeah.
the
Here,
top.
darling, whisk, darling, whisk, whisk.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
could
Don't
just,
you want
that's
to?
true, we could just whisk them in
Yeah.
Go on.
there. All right.
Just a little
right.
bit.
But I feel like we could sell this ice cream, Brian.
You
Yeah.
should.
I mean, I really, really think that this would sell.
Whiskey business, is that what we're going to
Whiskey,
call
I
it?
could drink
Isaac's
it.
whiskey business.
Yeah, exactly.
We
I think that's
created
what you ought to call it.
I just think it's Isaac's whiskey business is like a perfect name. But are you just drinking
I'm
it?
drinking it. Oh, so good.
Wow. That's hardcore.
He's pretty
know.
hardcore with his ice cream.
It's so good.
Well, anyway, you guys, thank you.
Oh,
That
thank
is
you.
delicious.
Thank you.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Delicious. And I'm kind of a little buzzed from the
Yeah.
whiskey.